Hello everyone. I I will be freebasing here, so that's my excuse for this being a bit shit. But first of all, I wanted to let you know I'm fine. I've largely gotten over my my burnout. And I'm feeling a lot better. My parents took me on a 4-day skiing vacation. It was fun. I only fell down once, 6 times, but I only got 2 of them on camera, and only 1 of them turned out to be funny. See? So that's good. But yeah, it was fun. Anyway, I just wanted to update you. The channel is not dying. I'm not going to suddenly vanish there somewhere. This is all continuing, and it will not just be about It won't just be look at what I found. I will continue doing art as well. And to that end, I thought I should give you a bit of a heads up of what's going on right now. Among other things, it's become apparent. I've started feeling like no matter what I do at this point, I am achieving absolutely. Okay, achieving is the wrong word. I feel like I'm stuck, like I'm not doing anything, like I'm not evolving, and I'm not doing enough. And that's a common feeling, I know that. And a big part of being an artist is getting past that feeling. I know that, but to that end, I think I'm gonna do things a little bit differently from now on. For one thing, I'm gonna return to learning from other artists. That's a big thing that I'm gonna return to. And and the first one that I'm gonna appropriate, for lack of a better word, is Hatton Sladen. And Hatton is my mentor. He has been for several years, and he has been nagging me for so very long to adopt the techniques that he is using. And so, at this point I figure, I might as well. I'm not doing enough. I don't have anything to lose, basically. And which sounds like I'm having a downer on Hatton, and I'm not. It's just a big part of his technique is he's using 3D models, and I don't disparage that in any way. I have come to see them as a tool that other artists use as well, and I think they have their time and place. As long as they are used as exactly that, as tools in your creative endeavors, then they're not cheating, they're not being a fake artist or anything like that. It's just a big part of being an artist to me is it's always been I'm always trying to do things the right way, and I'm not entirely sure what the right way means a lot of the time, but when it comes to art, it's the idea that I need to master the basics before I can move on and do something more extravagant. I need to know anatomy to the letter, I need to know expressions, I need to know color theory, and then I can go about applying it. Basically, I'm trying to become a master before I actually make any masterworks. And that is something that I need to deal with. That is something I need to move away from and actually, start applying what I'm learning and actually apply as I'm learning, instead of trying to learn first and then apply. So to that end, I will be adopting Hatton's style for a while. Which if you don't know who Hatton Sladen is or what his technique is, what he does is he incorporates 3D models and 3D objects in his drawing and uses them as a base. That way he gets a good structure and a good sense of depth and form, which he then can apply anatomy and color and all of that stuff to. It's really convenient, actually. I have been unwilling to do that because in my head it just takes too much time, in my head it's much simpler to just make a sketch, make corrections, and then build from that sketch. But considering that I don't know how many years, 5 or 6 years later since I started art school, I'm still not entirely sure of any of the basics. I figure at this point, what have I got to lose? So that's what I'll be doing from. So that will be apparent in my artworks for a while, and Hatton has said it'll probably be pretty stiff and pretty awkward at first, but eventually I'll get the hang of it, so that's good. In addition to drawings that will hopefully have a better sense of depth and form than what I have been achieving thus far, it will also mean that I will have to learn how to sculpt, and well, as you can see, if you just look at my old videos, I have done sculpting before. As you can see in my old videos, I have worked in ZBrush before, and I have worked in DAC, and I have worked in Blender. I just I just didn't stick with it for long enough to become really, really good at it. Hopefully I can change that in the near future and become semi-good at it, but we'll see. The thing is, I do a lot of creatures that... a big part of doing anthropomorphic creatures for me is to not just make cats. It's not just about taking normal human beings and then putting fur on them and calling it a day. Hey, to me there is a lot more to it than that. I need to know their faces are somewhere between human and animal. I need to know there is a sense of this being an actual creature that is different from an animal and a human being. So hopefully that will be the most apparent thing. That will be the most apparent change. Beyond that, like I said, I will be continuing Lawif. I will be continuing Look at What I Found. But I will also be returning to artworks, and I will be returning to drawings, and generally try and recreate that creative edge that the channel first started out with. Because I feel I've been letting that slip for a while now, so hopefully I will get back to that. And what that means is, well, above all, there will be quick drawings, of course. There will be, as I return to sculpting, there will be speed sculpts as well. But more than that, there will be hopefully a few editorials as well. I know I did plan on making editorials, and I have made a few editorials, mostly about Agony at this point, but I want to talk about art and artistic theory and philosophy and so on. I want to talk about all of those things more in depth. Once I have a few things that I want to talk about, but the big thing is finding interesting things to talk about all the time is a little bit difficult. So I will be making those editorials when I find something interesting to talk about. So it won't be a regular thing, but it will happen every now and again. So forward to that. Another thing that I want to do is it's this idea that I've had for a while. I have many ideas for movies and TV shows and comics and books and so on. I have a billion ideas for those, as I'm sure everyone as I'm sure all creatives have as well. But there is so much that there is no way that I could actually take them all on all at once. You know, I don't have the time or energy or anything to tackle all of that all the time, all at once. And maybe I will someday in the future, but I'm not there yet. So, what I plan to do, and it's this little idea I have. It's basically, if I have an idea for a movie, for example, I will first of all write an abstract, which is basically a very, very condensed script. Instead of going into detail about environments and characters the dialogues and all of that stuff. It'll just be a generic this thing happens, that thing happens, and so on. And together with that, I thought I would make storyboard. And so I would make single pictures, like a bit of concept art to go along with the thing. But I don't know. I don't feel that I'm a quick enough artist to try and go there yet. I would like to go there sometime in the future. So, but it's just one of the ideas that I have. Another thing that I want to do is I want to make a new channel intro. I remember feeling dissatisfied with my first channel intro. So what I did was I took that really god-awful rant I made about found footage movies and then made that my channel intro, and you know, to hell with that. God, that was awful. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that, but I'm planning to make something new there. I want to make something that is more representative of what I'm all about and what I'm doing, you know, something that actually is good. So that's something I'm doing, but in all of this chaos, I don't want you to think that I have forgotten all the stuff that I've been working on before. For one thing, Orphan will continue. I will continue making those, and hopefully I will find something to talk about for every page, or as many pages as possible, instead of just overlying the drawing process with music. So, other than that, actually I think that's pretty much it. That's what's coming. That's what I'll be doing. Hopefully I will have a video up. Best case scenario 2 days from now, probably a week from now. But I will have something up, and I will be working on more stuff. This channel will return to being more creative than found footage reviewing, and which I'm hoping you will stay for both, despite the slightly schizophrenic nature of that whole thing. And thank you all for watching, and I hope you will see me again next time. Bye bye.